Welcome to the Daily High on the Financial Summit Network. I'm here with Tone Vase. I'm Matt McGregor. It's a bit different today. We've got a different show. We're actually simultaneously live streaming on a Twitter Spaces. Tone, tell us about it.
Yeah, I was invited to be the featured guest on the Bitcoin Daily space from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern. And on Tuesdays, they focus on content creators. And so I'm one of the content creators from both, the YouTube channel. We do Twitter Spaces ourselves. The latest discussion was about organizing events and conferences. But we're going to do our normal show. Man, those of you that watched my Instagram last night know what a night I had here in Miami. And but kind of still made it, and now we have to do double duty. But this is awesome. Matt, I'm going to hand it back off to you and to kick off the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, mate. And look, I'm really happy to be on Twitter Spaces. I feel a little extra pressure to be speaking now because I have to talk about numbers. I can't just say we would move from here to here. So I'm going to do my best. Anyone who's listening on Twitter, please add me at Alphanumetrics. Yeah, we've got some good stuff. Tone, why don't you take us away with the charts, mate? A lot has happened overnight. Love it.
Yeah, all right. We are going off to screen share. Also, please follow Fin Summit on Twitter as well. That is the YouTube channel we are on. Well, we're going to go straight to the weekly chart, the weekly candles. We are on our way to a brand new weekly high close. The daily chart is where we're really going to focus on. But looking at this weekly chart, I had a box that I was eyeing before the halving for a high, before a critical pullback. That box starts at around 78,000 and it ends at about 92,000. So I was eyeing for the price to be in the 78 to $82,000 range, approximately a week before the halving, and then looking at a 20 to 30% pullback. We are actually back on path to be in that box pre-halving. So the weekly chart today is only Tuesday. Anything can still happen, but we were both expecting a big bullish week today after weakness last week. And last week's weakness was mostly due to a large amount of selling from GBTC, with the other ETFs not being able to buy as much as GBTC sold. On my 4-day chart, which everyone is seeing on YouTube right now, the allocation has not changed. The allocation remains 100% bullish, and the moving averages never crossed over, so there was never any hard decisions made. The daily chart is where it got tricky. I was hoping that yesterday's candle would not have crossed 68,000. That would have been the perfect trade. I was hoping we would be hovering in that $67,000, $68,000 range all day yesterday, and today would have been the big breakout day because the technical analysis indicator that I use, the MRI, which everyone is seeing on screen, is showing me, or everyone, a green star candle today, meaning today is the day you buy into the breakout trade. It was going to be today. It was never going to be yesterday, no matter how high the price got. But at the same time, I, of course, became a major bull the moment we crossed 68,000. I've been talking about that for the last 7 to 10 days, that the moment the daily candle is crossing that $68,000 range and it's looking like it's going to close above 68,000, I become a major bull into at least 78,000. That happened yesterday. Would have been better if that breakout took place today because more indicators would have aligned, but it doesn't matter. The moment we started, we went high enough above 68,000, having confidence that we were going to stay up there by 8 p.m. To me, that happened around 68.5, sometime in late afternoon, around like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern time. I kind of knew that we are in for a very good day and a very good week. On the shorter term scale, I have a blue horizontal line right here at $67,750. The moment that line was broken to the upside, it was going to be great. And on the 4-hour chart, it looks like that breakout did take place with a green star candle, which means that was an actionable, tradable candle, which was perfect. I'm sure your bang box indicator also signaled. I can't wait to hear about that. And I have not looked at this chart prior to me, well, till right now on screen share. And look at this perfect top on a 4-hour candle on an MRI top at 71,000 at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Well, the 4 p.m. candle Eastern time. Sorry, it's a 1-hour chart, not 4-hour chart. So it wasn't exactly 4 p.m. Eastern when the market closed. And right now, if we look at some of the other metrics, if we look at CMF, it doesn't look good. If we look at MACD, it doesn't look good. If we look at the RSI, it doesn't look good. So you would think that we are pulling back. But if you look at the price action, I see an ascending triangle. And that is very bullish. So even though the secondary indicators, are bearish, the triangle here is bullish. So I am completely neutral right now on whether we are about to go higher or pull back, because all the oscillators are bearish, but the price action is still very bullish. I'm actually going to lean slightly bullish here. That today is also going to be a green daily candle. So I do think there's a slightly higher probability of a breakout, and the oscillators will just pull back a little bit and then reverse back to the upside. Now we're going to look at the 4-hour chart. That same green line, the same blue horizontal resistance line is there, waiting for the MRI to load. And we did not get a green star candle on that breakout. But once again, the 4-hour perfectly marked the top with an MRI top candle. So you had an hourly MRI top inside the 4-hour MRI top. The daily just got kicked off into a brand new trend, and the weekly trend is ending. So we are actually on pace for a beautiful combination of daily and weekly MRI $1,000 zone. I will be looking for the ultimate top there. All right, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to hand it off to Matt to talk about his indicators.
Yeah, that's fantastic, mate. Before we go any further, I'll have to mention it, especially because we've got the Twitter guys on board. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, but please use the affiliate links we have in the description below of this channel. We have great deals with BitGet and 2Bit, but if you happen to use those affiliate links, you get full access to the Discord group that we have over at Black Box, which gives you great insight into trading. It's a great community, but as well as that, we've got the Bang Box signals, which will have probably as soon as tomorrow, probably fully activated it once again, which will be showing entries, exits, and stop losses and everything as well. It's totally free. All you have to do is sign up with the affiliate links in the description below. Let's get into this. All right, I'm going to start with a 4-hour time frame. Just because we got some new members on that we haven't heard before. I was very I had a gut feeling back at $73,000 that we had reached the top, and I'm taking credit for it, but I don't know why I had that feeling. I just had that feeling. So when we started to close below the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame, we started to get these bearish crosses coming in on the 4-hour time frame, down at sort of 69. Once we start getting down to that price, I was looking for a re-entry into the green wave. This is on the alphanumerics indicator. The link's in the description below. This is my own indicator here. And we got the first one inside the green wave down at the lowest point was at 60,800, but we got briefly for a few minutes inside that green wave. It had a 10% response off it. I took this trade, and then we came back down and re-entered again on a secondary attempt, but that printed a higher low structure for me. So the market was printing, higher highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and it was printing this all the way through. So I made a really good call here. I think that's on the record now. So I got very, very, very long at 65,261. It's probably the longest I've been all year in 410,000 contracts, 5x leverage. And I'm sitting really, really pretty today in over half a Bitcoin's profit. Not a bad 2 days work, but what is next? Everyone wants to know what is next. I'm feeling really good about the price. Really, really good on the 4 hour time frame. I like that the MRI count got to an MRI top. It had its 1 to 4 candle correction, but actually restarted the trend. So in 2 hours and 36 minutes, I would love to see a green star candle on the MRI on the 4 hour time frame. I can't tell you where that'll be, but anywhere if we can start trading, Tone, you'd let me know. Where was it? Above 71,500? We'll
No,
start.
above the current candle's high.
All right.
So we don't know where the high of current candle is going to be, but the next candle that starts in 2.5 hours, as long as that candle starts trading above current candle's high, you will get a green star candle.
Right. Well put. So this candle could easily turn into a red star candle. I like these candles, especially
Yeah.
at tops of markets, where this could be a red star candle, or next candle could be a green star candle. It's something to keep an eye on. I love the MRI, especially on the 4 hour time frame. All right, I'm just going to go in the daily and get through this quickly. I love that we got the green star yesterday. Tone and I were speaking about it for weeks, that we had many attempts to get above that 68 range. And I was probably more optimistic than you that we were. I mean, I put my money where my mouth was with that trade. But yeah, when we broke out, it happened about an hour after the show last night, and I was very, very excited. We're sitting just below 71 right now. And to be honest, let's do a measured move here from where we are at current price to printing an all-time daily high.
About 3%? 3%.
Yeah. We're 3% off, $2,200 off, printing the highest ever daily close we've ever had, thereabouts. That's pretty bullish, man. Like, I don't know what else more bullish you want to be. Unless we were 3% higher, that's as bullish as you can get. I am wrapped with the price. Wrapped. I don't have anything else to say for today. We do these shows every single day. Please join us 5 nights a week. All I want to say is tomorrow morning in Australia time, so like 12 hours from now, I'll be filming the next episode of Trader Talks. That is a show that it's just me. It's no Tone Vays, but I interview some of the best traders in the world, guys that I really, really like and respect. And tomorrow we've got Socrates. If you don't know Socrates, you're new to this industry. You're new to Bitcoin. Socrates was one of Tone's great friends and great offsiders back in the day, and he's disappeared for 3 years. No one's seen or heard from him in 3 years, and the first show that he's ever doing public again is on Trader Talks with me, and it means a hell of a lot to me, so you cannot miss this episode. I can't wait to see what he's been doing. This guy is an idiot savant without being an idiot. So, Tone, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for Twitter folks. Thank you for the usual folks. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Please use the affiliate links in the description below. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Anything else, Tone, you want to end with?
No, that's it. Thanks for hosting the show. We do have the live Twitter space. I don't know if anybody wants to ask one question from there. We are wrapping up the show a little bit earlier. This was usually we keep this going like 20 minutes. Hey guys, hope the audio came through. I don't know if the host of the Twitter space wants to ask something, and then we'll give them one question, and then we're gonna sign off.
Yeah, that was awesome. We loved hearing you. It looks like we got a hand here. Tabala, do you have a question?
Yeah, thank y'all for hosting this and putting this together. How are you guys thinking about with the U.S. refinancing situation and Bitcoin going forward?
What do you mean by U.S. refinancing situation? Like the national debt stuff, or like them printing money?
Yeah. So a third of U.S. debt has to get refinanced in the next 6 months, and then within the next month, Japan has to refinance as a buffer. So for me, I'm incredibly bullish Bitcoin, but it's just one of those kind of educative points. I'm curious, kind of how you guys analyze that, because I've been thinking more. It's like, how do you look at the BTC to SPY sort of chart and those type of interdimensional type of analysis on the market? So I'm just trying to.
Okay, no, I got it. I got it. So, I mean, these things happen on a much bigger scale than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, in terms of the markets, they're correlated. Bitcoin and the stock market, they're pretty correlated, and with companies in the stock market holding Bitcoin, like Tesla still holds Bitcoin, and MicroStrategies will get in. The stock market will continue to rise, and the companies that are holding Bitcoin that are in the stock market, they'll do really, really well. And they'll help the S&P rise. As far as the U.S. debt goes, I mean, this is a problem for more U.S. government. And as long as the government keeps printing money, it's good for Bitcoin. I mean, these are all bullish factors. I think that Bitcoin's unconfiscatability and Bitcoin's use as a safety mechanism and speculation that Bitcoin will still go higher is the main driver of Bitcoin's price. But, the U.S. government, having to print more money, having to borrow more money in order to reset the debt, I mean, it helps, but it's not the primary driver of Bitcoin's price. But again, it's still going to help drive Bitcoin higher. All right, that was our one question from our Twitter audience. Hey, please follow us. Please follow the Financial Summit Twitter handle, and also follow us on YouTube. All right, Matt, sign us off.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining us. We're here 5 nights a week, and I've got the other shows as well. The Financial Summit Network is going to really build up. We'll probably have about 10 different programs coming to the network over the next year, and it's really exciting. So if you hate me, if you hate Tone, there's plenty here for you. That's aside from that. I hope Bitcoin goes much higher. I had to scoot through my analysis today because I felt on pressure with this Twitter stuff that Tone dropped on me 2 minutes before the show. But I loved it, and I think Bitcoin's all guns blazing. I'm in a monster position. I can't wait to reap the rewards from. Like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Let's go Bitcoin. See you tomorrow.